on Netflix, but this morning, guess who's here?
Actor Penn Badgley, welcome, and Dr. Nura Mowzoon, correct? Yes. Fantastic. And you guys are talking about something pretty serious, the impact Hollywood has on all of us, and then also looking at the show that you're in right now and how it affects how women think about relationships and men.
That's right, yeah. So I was invited by Nura and the ASU Baha'i Club to just engage in this meaningful conversation. You know what I mean? It's like we're accustomed to a certain story where we see a certain set of protagonists, you know, like a small band of heroes, sort of like transforming the world around them, right? Or we see in relationships, typically, the way love is portrayed, you know, between two people. It's often the sort of feelings that really actually have nothing to do with love. They're much closer to abuse and manipulation and these things.
And that, I think we can go back to the show You, for people who haven't seen it. Talk a little bit about the character and the manipulation. And
he's a great guy. He's a phenomenal guy, apparently.
Yeah.
He's a mean and a half. So yeah, he's a murderer. And he's an obsessive stalker, a compulsive stalker. And I mean, but so I think like he's also not a clinical portrait of that figure. What he is to me, he's like a cultural touch point. He's like, why are we so willing to continue watching that kind of guy?
And Penn, I read something, and I don't know if it's true because you never know these things, but it said that you actually had to talk through before you signed on to this role. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of moral conflict and consideration, but ultimately, the fact that we're able to have conversations like this is actually sort of the thing that's really confirming in it all.
Yeah.
Nura, what is the hope then tonight, having this discussion? What do you want people to walk away with?
I just want us to start questioning how it is that we're programmed by Hollywood, by the media, to view love and to view healthy relationships. So how have we been programmed versus what is actually healthy? What's good for us? What should we be looking for?
What's realistic?
Yeah.
And things have changed too with the technology, right? I mean, that kind of adds a whole different aspect to it.
Yeah, it does. It
makes it a lot easier. You know, you just swipe left or right.
Right, exactly.
It's so easy.
But is that the problem? You're swiping left and right, you're not having conversaches, you're not getting to know people.
Well, so she's a relationship therapist and a professor of the social sciences, so there's a lot of like, there's a lot of like data that she's aware of that, for instance, I'm just kind of in the melee of these stories that we see, you know, the shows that I come from. So I think that's where hopefully the balance will be, like, as we plumb the depths of this conversation, she'll be providing like all of the good science behind understanding why actually we know that these stories are probably not serving us. And actually, I would like to say my show is recognizing that. That's the whole purpose of this character. It's sort of like taking the trope and then being like, well, we're just following the logic.
We've only got a couple seconds left. It's sold out tonight, but you're live streaming it. We'll put the link on our website. Both of you, thank you so much for coming in this morning. We appreciate it.
Great discussion. Thank you for having us.